Hi, everyone. In today's live, we have four wonderful people. That seems weird to say because I'm one of them. We have three wonderful people in me that are going to be here to talk about advanced anti-gravity techniques and things that we can do to plan our entire 2026. This is an advanced anti-gravity class, okay? We have some links to some beginner materials for you if you've never played with anti-gravity. So if you watch this and you're like, I have no idea what's going on, that's okay. Just hang out with us. We hope you have fun with it. This is not a tutorial, even for the advanced people. This is an experiment. This is an exploration. So I do have a song for you, of course, today. So without further ado, here's today's song, and then we'll be right with you. Maybe.
Whispers in the margins, codes between the lines, typewriters in the shadows, ticking back in time, invisible assistants, running covert schemes, building whole new worlds while we chase our dreams. We're agents in the pages, automation spies, sending secret signals through the starlit skies. Stories crackle open like a safe at night. Our missions are the chapters hidden in the light. Ink becomes encryption, paper turns to glass, every prompt a password slipping through the past. Circuits hum like footfalls on a midnight street, manuscripts assemble perfect and discreet. Shadow pens are moving, dossier's alive, blueprints on the table, watch the novels thrive. Every plot's a puzzle, every twist a key, unlocking secret futures only writers see. We're agents in the pages, automation spies, sending secret signals through the starlit skies. Stories crackle open like a safe at night. Our missions are the chapters hidden in the light.
And I'm muted. Okay, I'm unmuted. Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday.
I loved that song. That's a great song.
Well, it's in the notes. You can download it, Stephanie.
I'm going to listen to it all the time.
Yeah, I really like a lot of the songs I've made for the various lives. And I am trying to make a change, doing a little bit of like, I'm on camera to say, hey, you guys are great. I'm so happy. Here's the song. Because we get a lot of comments of like people who don't know us and they're like, can you not have the song at the beginning? And I'm like, can you become cool like one of us? Stay cool, Pony Boy.
Join us.
Cool.
Join us.
This song's not for you.
Cross over to the dark side.
Yeah. No, I love our music. Our music really helps because it was very lonely starting this all out. And, you know, even today, you can't necessarily go in any writing group and be like, I work with AI. Can you help me? Unless you would like rocks thrown at you.
And a complete and total ban. They ban hammer.
Let the Dasha in. It's not alive. My dog does not wait until after it starts to interrupt me to let her in.
Yeah.
So.
This is like my dog who waits for us to sit down at night to watch TV, and the big screen on the wall goes on, and she's like, "Ooh, let me go to the bathroom." Like, no. Why would you do that before? Do it before. Anyway.
Yeah. How much snow did you get, Steph?
We got like 4 inches. It wasn't, they were saying 6, 8, 9, and it all went north of us. So like Connecticut got it really badly, but not too bad. And then there's no snow down here in the South Jersey. So,
and Alyssa and Kimberly, you guys are in the warm part of the country right now. No snow in.
We got rain. We had a wet Christmas instead of a white Christmas.
A wet Christmas
in the desert.
I don't think it was too wet in my area.
Well, we were wet.
Which one of you's in New Mexico?
No. Alyssa's in Phoenix and I'm in Tucson. We're both in Arizona.
Okay, just kidding. No one's in New Mexico. Y'all are in Arizona. Y'all are both in Arizona.
Yeah, we're warm and sunny most of the time.
Yes. It was technically, I think, cloudy on like New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't actually get any rain.
We got lots of rain.
On Christmas Eve, you mean?
Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then a little bit yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Our great news start says, I am in Colorado and there has been no snow.
Sacrilege.
that doesn't seem right.
No, does not seem right. Does not seem right. Okay. Quick little announcement. How I woke up this morning. I will talk to someone about getting the, there was an impromptu madness of EAW last night in the lab room after the after party. I'll make sure that recording gets up. I attempted to work with creating some anti-gravity stuff and I got frustrated. And so I went to Raptorite, did a whole bunch of cool stuff in Raptorite. In 2 hours, we worked on the book. We got 14,000 words to edit, good words that we were reading over, okay, great. And then I woke up this morning. So I was like, I know I'm going to do a quick little recording of myself editing these videos. I'm going to surprise everyone. And I opened up my Raptorite and I screamed, it's all gone.
Yeah, we had a little snafu. Just a little. It's all right though. Right?
So, I do have to say a bad word because I think it's funny. Is it okay, Steph, if I tell what happened with my family?
You know me. I swear all the time. It's fine. Let's put a big E on this one, like explicit.
Yeah, it's explicit. So Danny, just so you know, here's what happened. Okay. I woke up this morning and I yelled, it's all gone. And my sister freaked. Christine came running up the stairs. I honestly thought I was saying it in my head. I did not realize I had yelled out loud.
Oh no.
And so my mom comes thundering down the hallway too. And she, she's fighting cancer. So we have some interesting interpretation things. And I called Steph and I'm talking to her about it. And then Christine comes in and I'm like, it's all gone. Danny deleted the database. And my mom goes, who the fuck is Danny?
Love your mom.
And my other sister comes in. She only heard part of it. She goes, that's corporate espionage. That's illegal. And I'm like, it's not corporate espionage. Danny is part of the FFA. I'm like, guys, it was just a mistake. And so then Melissa goes, oh no, my bad. Danny needs a card. Mom, where are the cards? We need to send Danny a card. And Steph's on
sitcom there. Sitcom every moment of every day in your house.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes. Look at this.
It's funny because my mom was ready to get on the mattresses about the database.
I'm dying. That's hilarious.
Okay. So what happened was, yes, we had a database accidentally get deleted. It is back. The snapshot is back. We do have snapshots. We do have backups. However, we're doing corrective actions. This will not happen again. Oh, we have a name. The Thrilling Shillings.
Yes. We need to make this happen.
We have very, very funny situations in my house.
Oh man.
So
you just have to laugh. You have to laugh. You can't get too mad. You can't do anything else really. So you might as well just laugh.
It was just great that my one sister was ready to fight too. And then it's no, Danny made a mistake. He's really upset about it. And suddenly it's, oh no, Danny needs a card. Mom, we need to send Danny a card. Where's the cards?
I know this feeling. I just pushed my relatives out the door. I felt like I was in the Survivor Holiday Edition, and so I totally get it.
Yeah, my family. We go from we're ready to kill you to they're there. We will fix it for you. We're so sorry. So, at any rate, the whole point of the story is Antigravity and I have a tenuous relationship, a torturous relationship a little bit. I get frustrated when the anti-gravity agents go amok. Like, I am one of those people that I am very pissed off and frustrated when it's done something right for 4 times in a row, and then the 5th time it just loses its freaking mind and it does something completely different than what the instructions said to do, or it just like it just decided to be a toddler. And I talked about this with Joe this morning, and like sometimes you don't get to control, like if a lesser model might slip in and might like jump in and be like, I'm gonna help and let me help by clearing everything.
And when we were talking about this earlier, it seems like it may be a context issue.
Yeah.
When you get so much context in there, which is why I try to work with smaller files. But there was that Wall Street Journal report where they had Claudius, they put Claude into a vending machine.
Yeah.
And he ran out of context, and people were convincing him that they were in a communist country and they needed to give away PlayStations and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it was because he forgot his mission. And I have a feeling that's what they're forgetting, the mission. They fill up with context, so you have to work a little smaller.
Yeah, I have to remind mine constantly. It's like, this is where we are. This is what we're doing. Now you're going to write this chapter. This is what we're doing. Remember.
Thinking about that though, I do wonder how often it reviews that task list and has that
on track. If it's confused, point to your files and the task list. Say, hey, we're doing this, and just remember it.
It almost feels like I need an agent that's just handling the agents and like is going through each step and like gets a fresh context. So this is all very new skills for humans, number one, to work with these things, because this is very different. And this is very different from when like your chatbot runs out of context. I'm going to explain this, okay? When your chatbot runs out of context, it just stops. When your agents run out of context, they do stupid shit. Okay? They delete files. They rewrite files. It's a double-edged sword. You're giving it the ability to make changes, right? To commit changes and comments and all of that. So there's a couple of different modes with anti-gravity. I believe there's like 3 modes or 2 modes.
There's a planning mode, and then there's a different mode. I'm trying to remember what there's a fast mode. The fast mode is not where you want to be. You want to live in the planning mode.
Live in the planning mode. Fast mode is a surefire way to blow away a lot of stuff on your computer.
And it says the fast mode is for small tasks, not writing a novel. And we're not clicking a button and it's writing the novel for us. We are guiding it. It's like driving a car. You got to go down one street, then you got to make a turn, go down another. You're doing this in steps with the program. And that keeps it on track. You're constantly keeping it on track. You're telling it what agents to run and what to do.
I love this. I think this is our new framework, that when we're working with agents, we just have to think that they're minions. If you've ever seen any of the Minion movies, and it's like, banana.
And just like them, they are easily distracted.
Yes.
Shiny. We'll just go do this other thing over here. I do remember Lemmings. I don't think it's quite like Lemmings, because Lemmings is more like a chatbot situation. Like once the chat goes off the rails, everything's falling off that cliff. You just got to start over with a new chat, because you can't remove a message out of it. With the agents and stuff like that, it's like the whole fleet of agents will follow the raw. Well, I guess that is like Lemmings. It is, huh? They'll just.
But they're kind of like cats. It's like herding cats. So they just kind of go off on their own. So you got no, come back here.
So this morning I hooked my anti-gravity up to my Notion, and I was so excited and delighted because I got to use skills I learned with the original Rexy. I was like, oh, I remember how to do this. Add an integration. Boop. Okay, now go to the page. I need to connect the integration. So that was really, really fun this morning, and we're going to talk about that. Okay, so I would love to go. I am the least experienced with anti-gravity here. I'm just going to say that off the top. I know that Steph, you've clocked major hours with Antigravity.
I wouldn't say major or anything. I'm certainly not as good as Kim. Kim is
Right.
really doing the good
Kim,
stuff.
yeah, Kim
and
is-
Alyssa.
And Alyssa, yeah, definitely. So why don't we start with you, Steph? Because I know you're fighting the good fight against the impending sickness. The doom.
I am. Ugh, sorry, everyone. At least you can't get it through the the internet. Thank goodness. Oh yeah. So I had about like maybe a year ago, I tried out Cursor, which is also an IDE, which is integrated development environment. Okay. So for all of the people who don't code, don't do any of that kind of stuff, there are these tools that are like coding tools that handle programming, right? So any of the programming languages you're interested in coding with, and then it has an integrated chat bot with it, and you could tell the chat bot to do things. You say update this function, it's in this particular file, blah blah blah, and it would go off and do all of these things. And so I played with it last year, and I didn't really have a lot of coding projects I was working on back then, so I just like let it go a little bit. But at the time, Elizabeth also played with it because they gave us like a bunch of free tokens, right? With like GPT-4, maybe
like 5 million or 10 million, something crazy.
Yeah, they did. They gave us a lot of tokens.
We jumped on the free.
Yeah, jumped on the free. And I remember you played with it and you were telling it to go ahead and write a book. And I remember that. And that was really cool. So this year, fast forward to now, I'm doing a lot of coding on the side. I'm doing stuff for Future Fiction Press, doing a little bit for Future Fiction Academy, back and forth, but I'm also writing too. And this new tool comes out from Google. It is their version of Cursor, VS Code, all these other ones, and they call it Antigravity, right? And it just literally came out like a month ago.
Yes.
And we were talking, it was fairly recently. We were talking in the Discord server, blah, 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 blah. And one of our programmers, Danny, he said, you should just go check it out in Antigravity. And I was like, well, obviously this is my sign. I'm going to download it and I'm going to check it out. Download it, opened it up, watched a few YouTube videos on it just to like understand. There weren't very many. There were like 2 or 3 from Google themselves, and that was it. And so I watched it, figured out how different it was or similar to Cursor, and then I was like, okay, let me see if I can use this to write a book, because in the drop-down menu in the chat, you had the option of doing Gemini 3, which had like a high reasoning and a low reasoning, I believe, and then Claude Opus 4.5, and I was like, you're gonna give me
the first one's in there.
Yeah, and Sonnet was in there too. So I was like, I'm gonna see what I can do with this, and I played around. And so I started with a project that I thought would be most helpful to me. That's usually what I do, which is to figure out what I need right now and use that to learn something new. And so since I'm in the middle of writing a series, I thought I would put together a little engine type thing that would allow me to put all of my series into Antigravity, like all individual books in the series, and some series information, like a series Bible, like character information, a couple other things into like a ingest file, and then tell it, hey, okay, now there's 4 books in the series, and we're going to start writing book 5. You have all the information here. It's all in the files. Let's get started. So I worked on that over time, and then that gave me a chance to like understand this program, how it works, and to just do something simple, because it's not writing code, it's writing plain English. And really, like almost all programming code is somewhat derived from English.
And so I opened up my Antigravity stuff so that I could show people, because you're talking great things, but I wanted people to see. So Antigravity works with a folder, right? It's just a folder on your computer that has
on your computer.
And each folder it calls it a workspace. So you can see I have a project, I have a snowflake method project. Now over here where you deal with the agents, or it kind of looks like a chat interface, but you're actually directing agents. This looks just like Cursor to me on the right-hand side. Yeah. You were saying down here at the right-hand side, you can choose all of these different models. So there's like GPT Pro, high, low, flash, and these are free, correct? Like for right now.
They're part of, so I have the Google Pro. it's like the Google One account. So it gives me Google Pro. It gives me access to a bunch of extra space on Google Drive and everything like that. And I think that gives me some extra tokens over there.
Yeah,
Alyssa's
it does for me
nodding.
too, because I've got the Gemini Pro as well, and it's because
So-
I have a business account.
The best way to think about it is if you're free, you're going to hit your limit and have to wait a week. If you have the paid account, you have to wait 5 hours.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I've yet to hit. I have yet to hit a limit, but only because I only have a little bit of time each day to play with these things. So I would go in, like make a chapter or I code a little bit, and then I'm like done for the day. I move on to something else. So I've yet to hit any limits, which is
But
kind of
here's
cool.
the thing: if you run out of like the Gemini models, that all of the usage of Gemini is tied together, you can flip over to the Claude models and keep working. And then if you run out of both, you also have GPT OSS, but there's not a lot there. It's the open source version. It's like
It's crap.
4. I don't know why they threw it in there, but if you're working, if you're just working at a normal pace and not pounding the heck out of it, and you have a pro account, it's just like a $20 a month account. Yeah, I rarely run out of usage, and I'm pounding on the thing all the time. And you can run it on multiple computers, sign in with different accounts. You can run it on a free account and have your pro account and do it in both of them.
Now, in the top right of click your face, always click your face, and you can go to the quick settings panel. And this is what I was opening up just to see for people to see here. Your agent auto fix lints. I didn't even know what the heck a lint is.
I don't know what the lint is.
And apparently it's just like errors. Oh, go ahead, Alyssa. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I was going to say, so most coding things have a format. Linting is checking to see if it's matching the format, the like basic stuff, and telling you, hey, this is going to fail automatically because you're missing, say, a semicolon, or if it's marked down, it's expecting spaces in between these headers and it's not there.
Got it. So it's going to do that stupid stuff. Like I always mess up JSON when I try to type JSON. I'm always missing a squiggle bracket.
Yep. It'll tell you that. So the like really easy formatting things that people occasionally miss when they do a glance over, it's going to catch that.
And so I have this on, but you can turn it off. And this is the big one, auto execution. You have auto proceed, which I may have been naughty in terms of turning this on because like I said, I get frustrated. I'm like, stop asking me, just do the thing. Just do it. This is dangerous. You should really be having request review.
There's also in some of the settings are everywhere. There's a secure mode where you lock everything down, but there's also a let the agent decide.
That's the review policy. Always proceed. Agent decides. Request review, so I can make the agent decide if it wants to tell me.
Yeah.
And then these
more often than not, it will ask you for permission when that one is on.
Right. And then these customizations, the manage, this is where you can have different rules and workflows. And now, Kim, you go through all of this in that intro to Antigravity course, right? That we have available.
I kept it basic. The intro to Antigravity is a basic course for someone who's never seen this. And I do review a lot of the settings, most of them. We do not get into MCP or making workflows inside the workflow function in here. That's an advanced. But most of the settings I went through in the introduction to Antigravity, and it's only about an hour long. It's very doable, even if you've never seen this stuff. The 3 things that I tell people, I'm like, that I ask them, can you use Antigravity? Are you breathing? Can you read and write English? Have you ever used a chat window before? If those 3 things, if you said yes to those 3 things, you can use Antigravity, and that class will teach you how.
Yeah, if you understand files and documents, folders, like if you've been saving things since 3.5 floppy disks, if you know that the save icon is actually physical media, you're good. You can do this. So I'm just going to show really fast because this is not an intro class. Okay. We're talking a little bit so people have a framework of what the heck it is we're talking about. I'm going to click on this F1 project that I made. And this is the Explorer, and it has, I don't know why it doesn't have why are my folders gone?
You have them open.
Are you?
You're in the agent,
a different workspace,
or you're in the task. Click over on the left-hand side where the little. Nope. Keep going over. Yep. There you go. Now click on
the very top one.
That is the Explorer, but do you have the folder open?
Okay, new idea. Because there's story status, and it's got It's got lights out, but
looks like the folder was
Works,
closed at some
works.
point. It's cached.
Viewing.
okay, I'm gonna just close all this stuff real fast, and I'm gonna open something I know that has the files very easily for me to see. Ah, I don't know
I
how
think
to.
you might have closed one of your workspaces, and it's showing you the cached version of those. So if you go,
So how do I open up a workspace? File,
open folder.
file, open folder. Okay, so we'll open the F1 project, which very clearly, actually my F1 project has nothing in it, which is so weird.
That would be why there's nothing there.
What happened? Is this because it has all these these are all artifacts and I didn't write it all to it?
Oh,
Okay,
you know what? You could tell
Tell
it
it to tell it to save all of your artifacts.
in the
it's okay.
workspace.
I really don't love it that much. I really don't care. I'm going to open up a different one that I have. Cancel.
They're in the brain. If you don't see them and you know that it created them, you can tell it to commit the files, the artifacts. So say, commit it to the outputs. Commit it to my folder. Put it in my folder. And it will.
Put it in my folder.
Yeah, just
I
put
say save everything, please.
Okay, then we'll do this. Okay, so I just call this shit, right? And I'm just like, make all of these documents in the folder. So I'm just telling you what to do. These documents is vague. I'm
put all
interpreting.
artifacts in folder.
Tell it all artifacts.
It'll
in
figure
folder.
it. I think it's going to figure it out. Just give it a second.
Yeah, it's going to look in that brain that it works out, which is
Started
its
a new task.
temporary
These
folder.
documents refers to. These documents is a clue which suggests the user may. First, I must adhere to agentic mode. So it's making all of these things, listing files to understand context. Crucial
You
for
can add
full
something
document.
while it's thinking. Just say, look in the brain, find the artifacts, and put them, make copies into the folder.
Oh, it's
You
like
can do it all
Q1,
for them.
Q2 goals. No, stop. Stop it.
Just
Say, hey, there are a lot of artifacts open here in the middle of my window, and I want you to save them all.
I want the artifacts for the F1 project to be saved in the F1 folder, right?
yes,
Project folder. There. Should understand that now.
it should understand it. It should be able to see those in the brain where it had them temporarily.
You can interrupt it. You'd be like, stop it.
You can interrupt it, and you can make comments and cue the comment for when it has a stopping point, and it will come. It will.
And it'll send you. Yeah, it is great on Brack. I don't know how to fix that. Hold on. Let me try fixing. I think I can change my.
You can change it to light mode. Go up to the gear. Let me look at mine.
I think it's picking it up
Gear.
on the system. Yeah, so I think I just need to. Oh, maybe that's editor settings.
It's editor settings, and you want appearance. Is that what you're trying to do? Change the theme?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, so people could see this.
You can use that search to search the settings.
I don't see it.
Put theme.
Color theme, Tokyo Night.
You want something lighter. I like quiet
There
light.
we go.
Whew.
Oh my gosh.
Try quiet light. It's a little easier on the eyes.
Yeah, but it's not going to be good for the video.
Mm.
I don't think. Right? Let's see. Quiet light. You want light?
It's the purple one that I take the screenshot.
Light. Oh gosh, no, not the light hot and crash. No, thank you. Default
Quiet light.
quiet light.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's easy.
Oh, that's
to
nice.
size.
That's
Yeah,
very
very-
purple.
Very, very, very. Workbench
Real
color.
purple.
Workbench deferred black colored theme. Okay, that's cool. So it made them all. It told me what it was doing. It was putting it.
It made a file called task. It didn't actually do what it was supposed
Yeah,
to.
it doesn't know what it's doing here. So I'm actually just going to close everything. I don't know. How do I just want to close everything. I want to start with a brand new fresh.
There is if you go up to the little dots, you should be able to close saved, close all.
Oh,
close
just like
all and close
video.
saved.
Okay, there we go.
There's all kinds of little cool tricks in here.
There really is. There really,
They
really.
added so many neat little things, and as you
No,
won't
see,
use
they
it,
don't.
you'll find
They
them.
don't like it. See, I know you guys like quiet light, but they can't read the writing is the problem. So we do need to go with a brighter one. So editor settings, I just click the gear. Oh, well, this is much easier to understand now. And then I think you go to workbench and appearance. And now I can do, I'm going to do light Visual Studio. Nope. Let's do light
default. Oh,
I think that's better. It's not
It's
gray.
fine.
Huh?
It's fine.
Okay. I can't do the high contrast. My eyes can't handle that. Sorry. Okay. So there you go. Antigravity. All right. I'm going to remove this. So Steph shared a little bit about what she's used anti-gravity for. Alyssa, what have you used anti-gravity for?
I was playing around and doing nonsense. I haven't actually finished anything because I was playing around. So first I tried just the thing that Joseph showed us way back when we were working around with agents. And then I was like, but can I do my own version where I just do a brain dump and I just like have you like figure out what genre it is and then just make magic happen? And then I got distracted. So I didn't actually finish to see if it could finish because I was running into a whole bunch of errors, but I was getting progress. The issue I ran into was after it tried to determine the genre, it just wouldn't actually start writing. I'm like, wait, no, write the book. The book. We want the book.
We want the book. Okay, Kim, lay it on us. How many books have you written in like a 2-week period with anti-gravity?
In a 2-week period between November 18th and November 30th, and that included Thanksgiving, I wrote 26 books. And
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I was working on 3 books at a time.
Oh man.
Wow.
Now, some of those I did worksheets for. I made a 0 to YFD workflow, and I did the worksheets in anti-gravity, and I ran them in YFD while I had anti-gravity running on 2 different computers under 2 different logins and working on those books while it ran in the other one. So,
oh my goodness. So
you have a
super machine.
You have how many books now ready for edits?
I think I'm close to 40. I think I might be at 40. I taught last week and we wrote a trilogy, a romantasy trilogy with Medusa and her sisters. Mm-hmm. And I had a few cozy fantasies before that. And if I'm not in anti-gravity, I'm teaching it. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it's class 413 inside of the accelerator, right?
Yeah. So right now we have over 10 hours of labs on that. And we just did the intro to anti-gravity, which is an hour. And then this week I'm teaching 2 more classes. So by the end of the week, we should have at least 14 hours. And that's not counting all the stuff we did in a small group. So it's been a wild ride.
And for those wondering, like, why is this not all standalone classes and stuff? You guys, this is like so hot off the press. This thing is barely a month old. And on top of that, it's not very stable. Like they've made changes, right?
They've made changes. They've added new models. They've added new features. They added the voice feature, the audio support. So I voice edited a book last week. All this started in the coding channel in the FFA Discord. And my friends Amanda and Rebecca pulled me down this rabbit hole and said, hey, we had Claude Code web credits at the beginning of November. Yeah. We were figuring out how to do Claude Code web. And that was just about to end. It was like $250 credits if you had a $20 plan. And then they came out, they dropped anti-gravity on us. And we're like, oh my gosh, it's free. And we can do Claude Code type of stuff in there. So we've been writing books for like 2 months in the coding channel together and figuring out this stuff. And there are people we've got incredible software engineers and coders who are doing way more advanced stuff than I am. I just figured out a workflow that worked for me, and I've been teaching it and trying to get people on board while it's free. We don't know how long that'll last. So all those books I wrote are free. They're completely free. They didn't cost me anything.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So they'll be published next month. I want to publish these.
Wow.
I've been too busy teaching this month to publish them. So.
Yeah. So let's see. So the best way for someone to learn anti-gravity is, unfortunately, like right now, it is to join the accelerator because this thing is so big. It is not like if you're going to want to, because I already saw someone, how do we write with it? That is not a YouTube video
Not even a little bit.
Like at most you would get it right with me, and hopefully you could follow along. And if not, I'm really sorry about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's complex. And the coding apps, they can take complex instructions. Novel writing is complex. And most of us in FFA, we've been writing with AI for a while. And so we were able to figure this stuff out. This is not something that you just start on day one, like never used AI before to write.
No.
This is something that we're taking all the techniques we've learned over the past few years, and we're doing it in a coding app. And it's amazing, and it's fast, and it's incredible. It's crazy what you can do, but you do need to know what you're doing to get
in the beginning. I had to go and watch coders use these tools, and just to like understand what it was capable of. There were no people writing with it.
It's not hard.
Zero. It was us.
It's a mindset. You have to get into this mindset.
Yeah.
And most of us in FFA have been doing that for a while. We're taking all the pieces of everything we've learned, even on Rexy 1. We're everything we learn, nothing is wasted.
No, I hooked up an MCC server with a Notion integration today, and I learned Notion integrations in 2023, so I could hook up Rexy to my Notion, and I'm going to show that to everyone.
It's also all the stuff we've learned from years of crafting. You have to know how to write books in order to use this thing to write books. So there's all the crafting before AI that we all did. And then it's on top of that, it's all the stuff we learned in AI, and it's combining it all. It's putting it all together. It's a beautiful puzzle that we're putting together here.
Yeah, it definitely feels like what a great time to be alive. Like I love waking up and there's just new AI stuff to play with. That is so much fun. So yeah, Nadine says that she was
sorry, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to point out that people are loving your classes, Kim. They're loving them.
The documentation is very, very thorough. And then Nadine says that she was able to use Antigravity to automate what she was doing manually with Claude.
And that's the big advantage, is being able to take the tedious parts and automate them. It doesn't make you less of an author. It's still very hands-on. But if you can automate the tedious parts, then the high-level thinking, like Elizabeth was talking about, the high-level work yesterday, about how we need to get in, like if we need to do 2 hours a day and get 5,000 to 6,000 words of that high level thinking.
Yes.
Well, you're able to do so much more of it with Antigravity because it's taking the low level stuff. I had it proofread many of these books, but I've actually set up a proofreading agent, and it was able to catch all the passive verbs. And in about a half an hour, it corrected 800 passive verbs in a manuscript that would have taken me days or weeks to do on my own, and it has taken me days or weeks to do that on my own, to comb through it. So it is just a huge time advantage for those type of things, repetitive stuff.
So that's what we're moving into in the new year, is looking at Antigravity for editing scripts and editing passes. It's really a great way to use agentic work because it can start to do those different things that you're always like. I honestly don't think Antigravity is the best for generating chapters. Like we have so many other tools that are so much faster at that could just run and make your chapters for you. But Antigravity to do specialized passes of editing and also Antigravity has the ability, if you tell it to take a look at a larger chunk of your story. Like you can look at the 5 chapters and tell you if this is cohesive or if there's problems. You
can do continuity checkers. You can do historical research if maybe you get a problem in your script or your draft. 2 of the best ways to use it is to use it to create your YFD worksheet. Run it in YFD. And while YFD is running, those chapters are dropping, like the first 5 chapters, you drop them into your Antigravity folder and you have it looking, your continuity agent is comparing the worksheet to the chapters and ensuring that it's following the outline.
Yes.
And then you can start editing while YFD is running. And by the time it's finished, because it takes an hour or 2, you have a really good feel for how much work your manuscript needs.
Especially now you can run chapter by chapter. So you could even run a couple of chapters, run a chapter, take it to Antigravity, run a chapter, take it to Antigravity. Like you can kind of keep it even on the rails if you really
want. So you're doing tandem. And if you're doing tandem like that, you are not running out of usage very fast. I found I think the Antigravity is really great for pantsers, actually. Like just because you can
use the agent to help you write a section, and then you can go back and you can add comments like, I didn't like the way this happened or this happened, let's make this, let's go ahead and change it, and it will go and it will change it for you. You read it through, you pants the next part. It's just like, and you could just keep going like that until you have a whole
line
book.
editor that's built in for coders works a lot like the markup in Microsoft Word, where you can cross things out and make comments.
Yeah.
And it attaches it to the chat window. So it attaches all your comments. You can comment on an entire outline or on the chapter. I don't like this, fix this. And I will often tell it, like if he says he was swimming instead of he swam, I'm like, okay, that's passive verbs. I don't like it. Add it to the style guide. Make a style guide. Add it to the style guide so we're not doing that again. And then you can tell it to follow that style guide. So as you're editing, you're catching the patterns. You tell it, put those patterns into a style guide, and then you can have it run the style guide on the entire manuscript. So you do like 1 or 2 sample chapters, and then you do that, run the style guide. And you just—
Were you ever a Novel AI fan? Because Novel AI also was one of those completion models where you would be writing and it would try to predict what you were going to say, right? So it would try to fill it in. Antigravity can do that too. As you're in the window, it'll try to make a prediction of what you're going to say, and you can just hit tab and be like, boop, and it'll finish the sentence, and you're like, oh, you can keep going and you can keep tabbing. And
okay, wait, I want to do this really fast. Let's show this.
It's in the editor.
You have to have something. You have to say, well, I have something going, right? So it's
right.
It has plenty of context. So open something that you've been working on.
You can create a file. Just create one. Open a. Are you in? You're in the F1 project.
No, I'm not in anything right now, right? Oh, okay. I am in F1 project.
Okay, so go to the little paper icon up at the top left.
Right here, the Explorer.
Yeah, yep. Explorer. Do you have any folders? So add a file to the plus. There you go.
File.
And this is test or something.
Ideas for F1 series.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just
writing, and then. Okay, see that? Now hit the tab.
I am planning to create a.
Hit tab.
Yep. Video series about Formula One. No.
So it'll try to predict what you're going to say, but you don't have a lot
there,
right?
But in the world of Formula One.
There you go.
But
so you can keep going. Keep going.
Okay, this is what I hate about coding. I want to go to the next line.
Yeah, just hit
return. You can do wrap text. And then it'll do that.
So look at that. Because I started to write trademark, it started to go, but before I can do that, I need to make sure I have the rights to do so. I don't. So trademarks and copyrights. I have a few ideas. What are your ideas? Okay. So now that I have this file started, if I'm like, I'm stuck, I can open the agent manager, right? I can.
Yeah. Command S, so you're saving it.
Huh?
Command S.
Command S.
Save.
Okay, so file saved right here is on the timeline. File saved.
You see that little outline thing there above timeline? If you have any markdown, like hashtags and things, it will show you what those headings are. It will show you headings, sections of your page.
So I will also say you have to actually, for the name, you have to put the file type. So you don't actually have this as a specific kind of file. So you want to put .md at the end.
Oh.
So
I would want to rename this .md. You guys, I'm purposely being the dumb one here so that there is.
You're not dumb.
It's all good.
So now it's got .md and it says file renamed now. So that's good. File saved. And now if I do a hashtag, there it is. And now it's in that outline. So that's a really, really cool way to do
Isn't that handy? And you can click
wait a minute. A light bulb came on. I highlighted something and a light bulb came on.
Because you can chat as you select things and it can do stuff.
Okay. Surround with more. Oh, there's all these weird things. Okay. Nope. I don't need any of that. Thank you. I just want you to finish filling this out actually. So now I can, how do I get my agent? Is it?
Yes.
You just need to open a window.
Oh, that's not right.
But say at the very top there, it's going to be one of those options.
Yeah, you need to toggle the panel.
Toggle agent. This one.
There you go. Toggle agent.
And you
Okay.
want to accept all. It looks like it was asking you for something there.
That was from
Oh.
earlier when we were
I just want to
testing
clear
having
this.
it
How do
save
I
everything.
clear it? Let's start a new conversation.
Yeah, new conversation. You're all good. It's all
Okay.
started.
So
Mhm.
now I'm in planning mode or fast mode, and I'm like, complete this document. And it should know which document I'm in because I'm in it.
Mhm.
It's reviewing. I'm currently focused on ideas, determining the scope. I realize my strategy might be a bit insufficient. So it yells at itself. It always creates a task. So it always tells itself, okay, it's going to read and understand the existing ideas. It's going to brainstorm additional ideas and use ideas. Now, this is something you can tell it. You can have a task list for it, right? Like you can review it. You can add to it, correct? You can submit a comment.
Yeah. Any file that's in that folder can be, you can have your own task list, your own instructions. You can drop skills.md, any Claude skills, any kind of instruction, any kind of prompt. Drop it in that folder as a .md or .text. It's going to see it, and you can tell it to do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, whenever I start a project, I always have a file called checklist. That way, even if it gets distracted, I can refer back to that initial document and say, hey, this is what we're working on. Review, see what we've done, what we haven't done, carry on.
Yeah. So that you guys can start seeing anti-gravity in motion here about it's just the generic terminology approach and everything like that. This is what gets me. I think I'm spoiled because in Raptorite and stuff, I'm able to kind of like quickly read through it. I'm not able to quickly read through this as quickly, and I don't know what it's doing. And then I get lost. And this is just a personal pet peeve of mine. I'm like, I don't know what it's doing, and I feel lost.
Well, you can rearrange these windows to your preference so that they're easier for you to see and read. And we're just in the editor. The agent manager is I think the prettier
Oh,
mode.
that's much better. I just made that bigger.
Yeah. So you can rearrange these however you want. You can see those little up next to Open Agent Manager. You have those different things you can toggle off and on. You can drag things around. Just like Obsidian, you just drag it.
Just open the Agent Manager. Go ahead and click on Open Agent Manager up at the top.
It opens it in a new tab. So this is okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that in just a second. So this is, it shows me what it actually wrote into it. And this is something that is from Cursor and Windsurfer and stuff like that. It puts the stuff in here and then you get to accept or reject.
Yeah. And sometimes you want to reject or you want to save things first. One thing I noticed when I am editing in here is it will edit on the originals unless you tell it, make copies and put it in a folder called edits. I do that. And you can save it as often as you want. My drafts, I want them in the draft folder. I tell it, make an edit folder, copy all the drafts there, and we'll work on them there. And then I have a finals folder because I don't want to screw in with it later. You can have as many edit folders as you want. You have lots of different passes. Be careful because it is powerful and it will overwrite stuff.
Yep, it can, definitely. And so now
my timeline is good. You can go back if you mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is that you said at the beginning?
The timeline.
Oh, the timeline.
Just like, you know how in Photoshop you have a timeline and you can go back steps?
Oh, I can go back to this and I can see exactly what was added to take it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, you ruin your life because you're like, oh, yeah, this is good. And then you're like, wait a minute. No, I was wrong. Go back.
And if you are one of these people who are if you're using GitHub and you're pushing things to GitHub, occasionally you can always roll back on GitHub as well. So It's like you have reasons. You have versions of version control, which is nice.
Got it. All right. So I think the next thing that we're going to do is what we promised people, which is you got some stuff out of us about writing. You did. You got it. Good job. But you can see how we just barely skimmed the surface of this. But instead, the project that we promised about this is we're right at 349. I'm going to do a break in the video. I think we should be building our own 2026 business agent to help with planning for 2026. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I think that's a very straightforward kind of thing that it should be able to do pretty well. So for that purpose, the first thing I need to do is create a folder on my computer, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do.
A folder. It needs a place to work.
It needs a place to work. So I'm just going to be in my iCloud drive. And you guys can't see this, but you guys, I don't think need to see this. You guys know how to make If you don't know how to make a folder in your iCloud drive, this is not for you. Go watch something easier, please.
But Antigravity always needs a home. Give it a home to work in.
Yep. Why are you being so difficult? Okay, right click. I'm going to click a new folder, and I'm going to call my folder my 2026 Business Boo.
It is my boo.
It's my boo. It's my boo. Okay, so I am going to, I think I'm going to be dangerous. I think I'm going to share my whole desktop.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Have we explained why Alyssa is sitting in a dinosaur costume?
No. Don't explain. It's a surprise.
There was no explanation needed. No. We can give him an Easter egg. Okay, here's the Easter egg. It's 10 seconds long. That's it. That's all you get. That's it.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. You will be told more on a need to know basis. Okay. So, am I brave enough to share my whole computer? Yes. Here we go. Oh, now Dasha's going nuts. Okay. Apparently the dogs are like, no, don't share your whole computer. Yeah. Okay. So they're assuming it's for a kid's birthday. No, you guys. She is we'll just explain. Cassie and Alyssa are going to be doing a weekly news show called Wake Up Raptors. It's going to be all about like what's happening, the classes, what's going on, and it's just going to go out on Mondays. So you'll be able to look for that in the new year.
It is also because it is comfy.
Yeah. So, okay. We have entered into the void. Christine says, OMG, I need critical information for my everyday life with Alyssa the Dino. Okay, so this is better, right? It's not snowballing. Oh, I can't even look at, this is going to be hard. Hopefully you guys are just going to have to say it out loud to me because I can't look at if I look at the screens on StreamYard and stuff, it'll look crazy. So, all right. So these are the notes. And then over here, let me just show you all my emails because I thought I had that closed. I don't. This is great, guys. Going great. Meeting notes. Don't know what that is. Okay. So here is my Antigravity. And I'm going to go ahead and open. I'm not very good at closing workspaces. I wish they made that easier to understand what to do there.
You just close folders.
Yeah, but I don't even see where to close the folder. You see what so
just up at the top where it says Antigravity and up at the top of your Mac window. File.
Oh, like
folder.
Oh, that's not convenient at all.
Well, on a PC, it's right there, but on a Mac.
Okay. I closed the folder.
There you go.
So I'm going to open a folder now because it doesn't have it. So I'm going to open folder and you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go iCloud and there is my 2026 Business Boo. It's just a folder. So I'm just opening it up. Do you trust the authors of the files in this folder? I don't know. She a little cray cray. I'm going to trust the authors of the files in the parent folder, Cloud Docs. Yep. Because this is on my iCloud. And I trust the authors. So there we go. Now I'm in 2026 Business Boo. What should we do next?
Go over to the agent and tell it what you want to build.
All right. So let's make the agent space a little bit bigger so it's easier for people to see. And I'm going to say, oh, you know what? I have a file. I'm actually going to give it. Nope, I'm not going to give it there. I'm going to come over to my Finder and
drop it into there.
Yeah, my Business Boo. It's actually in another spot, and I'll just have to move it. I think it is in FFA. I have a lot of folders, if you can't tell. Lots of stuff. AI stuff. AI made this code. Caitlin volleyball highlights. I love that I'm showing you guys my entire life.
Stuffy stuff.
There's the FFA. Okay, so the FFA, and then I did something that was YouTube. Nope, not YouTube there. Maybe it was under automated author in here because I thought I was being clever. Yep, automated author YouTube right here. And this is planning the year PDF. These are the notes from yesterday. That's all this is. So I'm going to copy. I'm going to come over to my business boo, and I'm just going to paste that item in. All right. So basically all I have is the notes from yesterday. So if you watched the live yesterday, you can share that to your Notion and you can share it. So we want to work for, I think we'll work for the Future Fiction Press. We are focusing on the future. Should we do Future Fiction Press or do we want to do individual author? What do you guys want to do? Your vote.
Let's do individual author.
Okay.
Let's do Sydney Marsh.
We are working on a, I'm going to use the voice code thing. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Go for it.
The microphone. Yes, you can allow it. A business plan that's comprehensive for 2026 for the author Sydney Marsh. Sydney Marsh already has 3 books out. They are insta-love romances that are surrounded with a strong female heroine, travel, and usually some kind of like cocktail. I want to continue that series. They're not connected or anything like that. They're individual books. The books that we have so far are Snowstorms and Schnapps, Tumbleweeds and Tequila, and Bridesmaids and Bourbon. I want to write a Landslides and Limoncello. I know that one, and a Hennessy and Hurricanes. The third one or the 6th one can be your choice. Sydney Marsh also needs to move into celebrity weddings because I want to jump on the trend or royal weddings, socialite weddings. Taylor Swift is getting married this summer. And so I want to be able to release these kind of like high-end wedding kind of rom-coms, high heat romance in March through September of 2026. Sydney Marsh should plan to do at least 1 book per month. So she needs to be doing a minimum of 12 books this year, but I'd like to go ahead and plan for 18. That way I have extras, and I need help because I hate being in business for myself. I never know what to do. I never know what to check. I never know like what day I should go check my, stats on my social media. When should I start developing new social media plans? I don't even know how to go get the information for that. Like, just build me a business. I really want to build like a business buddy to help me, almost like you're like my virtual business partner to help me when I don't know really what I'm doing, but I write great stories. So tell me what you think about that. And let's work on this together. Oh, and I like pretty things. I like things to look pretty. I like fun UIs. I like stickers. I like images. And I'm super into positivity. Okay, send it. That was strange. There we go.
Right.
Celebrity weddings. Choosing the right tools. It's going to make a React app.
Ooh.
Sticker assets. I finalized monsoons and mojitos. Well, Saints Alive. Create a 2026 business plan document. Outline release schedule. Define insta-love. Well, okay, that just got bigger. We're going to build a business buddy web dashboard to help her manage her schedule, releases, and administrative tasks with fun, positive, and aesthetically pleasing. And look at that. Oh my gosh, that saved times. It already has those books out, and then it puts the next ones.
It's smart, and it will constantly be breaking down things into more smaller steps.
It's going to do an admin schedule, high level visual timeline, social media section with positive affirmations and stickers.
Yay!
Okay. What else is it doing? Okay, so initializing the React application using Vite and installing dependencies. So let's go take a look at this task. So this is where things get a little bit, I don't know.
It wants to be a directory. It's building you an app.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go ask another AI if this is dangerous. My Antigravity wants to do this. Is that okay? Yeah, totally okay. Here's what it's doing and what to watch for. So it's going to explain, because I don't code. So it's going to create a folder called Business Buddy app. No harm if it already exists. It's going to change the directory. It's going to move you into that folder. It's going to use Vite, a modern front-end build tool. It's going to create a React app. It's going to install it directly into the current folder. The Y on the end auto accepts prompts, normal for automation tools like Antigravity. npm install installs all dependents listed in package.json. This is very standard, clean setup. Nothing sketchy here. Why is Antigravity choosing this? Antigravity likes Vite plus React. One thing to check, important, giving your error. I had an error earlier. It may not have a problem with. It may have a problem with that, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. So we'll go ahead and let that work. So I'm going to click accept. Now, obviously, don't just trust the AI if you really don't know what you're doing, but all of that seemed reasonable to me. I do have some knowledge of like what make directory is and change the directory and what it's doing. So, and I've taken some classes in React and things, so I know what React is. So you don't just want to blindly.
Oh, look, it's going to create a pretty and positivity design system for you.
Yes.
So special.
Oh, it needs to send command input. Yeah, whatever. Do your thing. We already checked you. You're fine. And right now, I've already constricted it where it can only work in that folder, right? Like it really doesn't have the ability to like install right now because of
by
the way
default, it will only work in that folder.
Yes.
And there is a secure mode that locks things down really tight. You can blacklist or whitelist commands. That's kind of, we got to, kind of get down into the more granular settings, but there are a lot of granular settings in both the editor and the agent windows.
The installation is underway. I'm actively monitoring it, waiting for the command completion for up to 60 seconds. Cool beans. Now, doesn't this thing have like an inbox and it'll send you messages?
Yes, it does. That's in the agent manager.
Oh.
We're in the editor right now. There are two different windows.
Manager.
See, look at that little pretty inbox.
Oh,
it will
tell my business boo. It's telling me everything that it's. So I could wait a minute. So this means that I could open up another thing and have it doing a thing over there.
Yep. You can run as many agents at a time as you want.
You can have multiple projects open.
You can have multiple conversations
and we can be like, so this one says it's running for this one. I want the F1 project. Agent manager. No, wait, I'm very confused here.
So you expand it and then select one of those conversations.
Oh, wait. It got excited. I don't know. It's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and I am okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Stick with one for now.
The longer you live in these programs, the easier they are. It's just getting familiar with this wrapper is really different. It's a coding wrapper. It's not.
It's like Cursor, but it's a little bit on crack.
Well, in the agent manager, they basically the editor looks like VS Code, and in the agent manager, they put the AI at the center of all the action. It's like the traffic cop. It's directing things, but you're still directing the agent.
And this one's fine. Yeah. I recognize this business_buddy app. That's just the name of the directory because, and look, it gives you the help thing. If you hover over it, it tells me that's the working directory. The little $sign is a thing for Unix, and then the npm command, and it's going to install. And then I know that Lucid React, that's just like a CSS that I'm aware of. But if you didn't know, you could always do the same thing. Copy the command, come over here. Okay, did that. What does this mean? Paste it in, and it's going to explain what that is. Now, why am I not using, what's it called? Antigravity to explain these things? Because I don't want to confuse my antigravity. This is like a new era where I find I'm regularly using multiple AIs at the same time. Do you guys find the same thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just saying
you write in one doesn't mean you have to edit or finish something in one. You can switch them back and forth.
And this is why I'm taking advantage
different
of all my
conversations are best so things don't get screwy. It's like, oh, asking about this, and then it stops working on the original task.
The memory now, if it's remembering things from past conversations that you don't want.
Yeah. I think this was a big, bold assumption that it decided I don't want icons that look like 20. Maybe I do like 2012. Thank you very much. I want icons like it's 1997. Okay.
I'm gonna party like it's 1999.
Yeah, so that's fine. It's now really annoyed with me, and it would like me to accept that. So I'm going to go ahead and accept it so I can continue on with this life.
And this following the agent mode is really cool because you can see everything it's doing.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Oh, and these little numbers down here, it added 64 things. It took out 30 lines of code.
Look at the lines.
Line of code, it took out 42 lines of code. I find that's really helpful when I'm using it to like write books or something like that, or work with my outline, because I can see immediately like how much it cut and added. So it's working the March schedule, which includes 2 books, The Billionaire's RSVP. I'll be expanding the data structure. I'm implementing the schedule and the checklist views with simple navigation in the main application. Okay. Cool. Now, I have a question. How am I going to access this app or whatever? Like, does it just have like a thing in there that I can play with the app, or do I have to like install it and host it somewhere?
Yeah, you can play with it in Chrome. If you just click on the Chrome icon up there, you'll be able to see it.
Should we do it?
Yeah.
It'll open a Sandbox browser. It doesn't have any of your settings in it.
Oh, so it would lose all the stuff that I'm working on unless it writes those to files in the folder.
No,
it's not logged in as you.
So
in
you know
Chrome.
how in your
In
Chrome,
Chrome.
sometimes you have like
you have
folders and stuff
incognito.
like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so go ahead and do yes.
So
Yes, you
it's
want to
gonna,
do it.
but we're going to read it. So this way everyone gets a chance to see it. It says, bring the anti-gravity agent into your browser to see and interact with websites. It empowers the agent to test features, intelligently monitor dashboards, and seamlessly handle routine browser tasks. So sure, we'll install that extension and get started. Add to Chrome. Add extension. Why do I have to sign in? Oh, for crying out loud.
I'm not sure you want to sign in. Usually it does a anonymous browser.
Well, it wanted to log this in, so I'm going to go to StreamYard real fast. Maybe. If I can find it now. I covered it up. There we go. I'm just going to remove that from the screen real fast so I can go ahead and sign in.
While she does that, we're at 90 people. So if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, you should do that.
Yeah.
I've got like 10 minutes left in me before I need to lay down.
You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand. And feel free to shout out the comments and stuff. I don't want to sign into TubeBuddy. I don't want to do all of this. Just
just don't.
No.
It's fine.
You know what? You're closed. You're
Close
done.
it and then go back to it. Antigravity.
Done. Okay. So if I open browser, I just want to preview why.
I didn't have this problem.
We already installed it. I don't think that's the button to see the thing.
I don't think it is either.
I think they made the button stupid. Maybe if I just take out the onboarding and just go to my local host.
Did you hit the previous set? Did you hit setup? Antigravity would like to use the browser. Did you hit setup?
Oh, no. Setup. Yeah, I did that. I installed the extension. It's got the extension.
Try it again anyway. Install the extension. Okay.
And then at the very top, is it showing that it's installed right there in that blue? Since it's kind of small for me.
Antigravity.
Okay, now look at what it's got. If you look over there at your instructions, it says navigate to this location, local host.
Okay.
So it's actually telling you where to go.
Good. This was not intuitive at all.
Well, it is.
Never is.
So.
Oh.
Look at that. We just have to follow the instructions.
Look at that.
Instructions were minorly unclear.
Mm.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool.
Oh, look, It's got today's vibe. You are writing magic. One
I
word.
am writing magic. Okay, go to tasks. Today, word count check. Did you hit 2,000 words today? Social media moment. 1 post, 15 minutes of replies. Positivity injection. Read 1 nice review or comment. Now, what's really cool about this is I can go over here and I can say, I want you to go to Amazon.com and find a nice review on a Sydney Marsh book and put it in the checklist. Right? I think I can do that.
I think it should. It's going to break that down. It's going to go, oh, I got to go over there. I got to go to Amazon. I got to search. It's like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I got to get the bread. I got to get the jelly. I got to get the knife to spread the jelly. All the things.
That is very pink. Oh, wow. That is so cool. Refresh your browser screen to see how many have liked. Oh, cool.
We're at 50.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, and you could do a lot of things with this. My release schedule. Now, this is being informed by the documents that are in my folder. So this 2026 release schedule, always the heiress, destinations and diamonds, royal. Okay, the prenup plot. I don't even know what these are, but I want to find out. Okay, so now I go to Antigravity. That's doing that thing. I can come into my Business Buddy app and I should be able to see these I should be able to see these folders, the files, right? Where's like the data information that it's pulling from? It's filling this stuff in.
Isn't it the planning the year? Or it may have created folders that are in the brain that haven't been committed to this work folder yet.
Well, we'll look at the README.
Yeah. Well, that's for the plugin.
Yeah.
So I believe this folder is just for the app itself. Putting the data in there might be in somewhere questionable, like.
Okay, so we'll just ask it.
Well, what about the 2026 business plan.md right there? Is it pulling it from there?
Maybe.
Isn't that the one you had it create earlier?
Yeah, right here, social
Yeah.
checklists. Read 1 piece of positive reader feedback. Accept. Okay, so there's the master plan. So it just is pulling the information from this.
It looks like it.
But it had to have put this somewhere. Like if I change it here, I don't know that it's going to change it on the website. You're going to have to tell the agent update the app with the information inside of the business plan.
Yeah, it could be the SRC. Yeah, we should just ask it.
Yeah, so basically I needed to make me interfaces that I can make changes to these things. Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You could say I want to be able to edit these lists.
Yeah.
But it's still doing that thing. It maybe okay, it's working. Let's say maybe does it need any permissions? It doesn't look like it. But
I gotta go over to my agent manager, right?
Inbox there. The inbox has something there. Is that the old thing that's in the inbox or is that something new?
Yeah, that's something different. It's idle on the the F1 stuff. So that's one thing to do, like a React app and stuff like that. So I think that that's an interesting thing. But I mean, for me personally, this isn't really helpful because, like I said, I don't know how to fix these things. I don't know how to change it. But I did hook it up to Notion. So do we want to see if it can just build my 2026 business boo inside of Notion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not all of us need an app.
Yeah.
Most of us need a plan.
This is going to, I mean, this is really cool. It's really cute. I love it. But this is not my native way to work.
Yeah. One of the biggest things when it comes to working with any of this stuff is if you're not very clear on what it is that you want it to do, it's just going to figure it out on its own. So because we were like, oh, we want to do all this stuff, it's like, so clearly I need to make you an app instead of just making you files for you to check off yourself or anything like that. Because we didn't say, hey, we've already got a place for this. I just need you to write out the details.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I needed to make the details and everything like that. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I don't want this business boo thing anymore. I want a different, I want to start with a clean folder. That's what I like to do. So for that thing, I'm going to add it to the stage. We're going to make business boo 2.0. So I am going to just duplicate this folder. There's the copy. It's moving the things over. This probably would have been faster if I did it something else. If I did it a different way. Sorry about that. Okay, so that. Okay, it's stuck on Finder for right now. Oh, you guys don't see. Oh, you do. Okay, so I'll remove that. So let me show you a little bit. Actually, I'll add it back to stage, and I'll show you a little bit about your instructions for the Notion thing. So here are your instructions for Notion for Antigravity. It walks you through how to do things. So you're going to go to this link right here for Notion, and it's going to take you to your integrations. You will click a new integration. I already did that here with the EAW and Antigravity. I'm going to open this up. Once you have this, you just name it Antigravity, whatever you want to name it, something that you'll remember. It's going to give you this secret. You're going to click the button show, not on camera, copy it and save it so that you have it. Down here, you can control what capabilities this integration is going to have. So what can Antigravity do on your Notion? I'm allowing it to read my content, update my content, insert content, read comments, and insert comments. So that's what I'm allowing it to do. So that's the basics of the Notion integration here. Then the other cool thing about Notion is just because you make this integration does not mean Antigravity has full reign over anything in your Notion. What's really cool about Notion is that they require you to have, here's my page here. So this is the Elizabeth Ann West. This is like my private little space. This is just like my personal Notion here. And I already tested this earlier with something else. But what you have to do is on each page that you want it to have access. So I'm going to add a new page, and I'm going to call this Business Buddy, Business Boo 2026.
You'll want to start with a blank page because otherwise their AI is going to kick in life.
I know. It's going to do all kinds of stupid stuff. So more options. I'm just going to do a blank page. And now I have to allow Antigravity to make changes to this particular page. So you go to the three dots, you come down to where it says connections and it says none. And I go ahead and select EAW Antigravity and I confirm. Now my Antigravity can actually talk to this page. And I'll show you how that works. Come on, Dasha. And let us know in the chat, how many of you remember this from OG Rexy?
Yes. Also, we have this question that came in, but
Yeah.
Is it risky to download Antigravity onto your computer? And I'm going to say it depends on if you plan to do this with precaution or if you're going to just go buck wild and just give it access to everything.
Yeah,
If
don't do that. Don't give it access to everything.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you do like we told you, you create a specific folder and only give it access to that, it's fine. When people first got this, though, someone gave it access to everything and it deleted everything on their computer. Start out in review mode, check everything. Don't just willy-nilly say approve on everything. Actually read it over. If you don't understand what you're reading, take it to another AI somewhere to explain it to you and as whatever terms that you need to understand what it plans to do and decide from there if you plan to do it. Because even if you do understand what it technically plans to do, sometimes it will still delete things.
So yeah, and always work on copies of things. Drop in a copy into the work folder. Do not put your originals in there.
Yeah.
Be careful. This is a powerful program. There is a secure mode that they recently added, and it locks everything down. So you need to approve everything, and you'll get tired of that. But start off, with training wheels. we need to start with the training wheels before we take them off and go willy-nilly.
So when you say does it need to run locally, so you are installing it on your computer.
Yeah,
and you will definitely have a folder of some kind that it is technically working from. However, you can have it talk directly to GitHub within that folder. And so it is technically local, but it's also not. It's living in GitHub. But it does need somewhere on your computer to at least start.
Yes.
You
It
always
is
have a
using
folder.
some of your computer's compute power. And honestly, if you have anti-gravity running and you don't have a lot of RAM and you have other stuff running too, it can slow things down. Ask me how I know.
Even with I have a lot of memory, and there are times, especially when I'm teaching and I've got video running, I'm streaming video, I'm running Antigravity and other programs, and it can take quite a bit. And part of that is it's in beta. You know, we've got it free for a reason, and I believe there are some memory leaks. So there are times when sometimes you just have to stop it and restart it, not the computer, but just Antigravity. And sometimes it's better to just restart everything.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of do this a little bit differently for me now with the Business Boo thing. So I'm going to I'm going to go to File and close this folder. So I'm not working in that folder anymore. And there's my 2026 Business Boo. I'm going to come over to my Finder, and where the copy is, I'm going to open this up, and I'm actually going to delete the app, move to trash. I'm going to delete this thing too. We're going to start completely from scratch. We will have the planning the year PDF in here because that is going to help us with what we're going to do. I'm going to open up the folder and in my iCloud, and we have the Business Boo copy. So I will open that up, and now I'm in that workspace. I'm not in the original one. The app is gone. And now that I'm getting the hang of this a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and create a new folder in here, and I'm going to call this Scratch Work. I'm going to make another folder. Oh no, it did not do that folder. Wait, what did I do? I didn't press enter. Scratch Work. All right, we'll do a new folder.
Oh, made it a subfolder.
Yeah, I don't want that. Click out. Come back up here. New folder. We will call this, and you can do it this way, or you can do it the way that I know best. The easiest way to do it is I can just be in here and I can go new folder.
Either way works.
Yeah. And I'm going to go this updates. So I'm making that folder for myself. Don't worry. I have a method to this madness. I'm going to make a new folder, and I'm going to call it, let's see. The Scratch Work is where we're just going to kind of like work on different ideas and things of that I like, that I want to commit. The updates are where I can actually write like a journal of the updates of what's been happening with my business. This one, I'm going to go with forecasts. We're going to call that the forecast section. Yep. So what I'm actually building here is I want basically information here, and then I'm going to have it write to Notion to make it easy for me to understand things, because then I can manipulate it in Notion and I can just tell it to update the Notion page. I'm basically using Notion as my poor girl's React app. Does that sound like a cool idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we already do so much in Notion.
Yeah. So I'm gonna call this what do I call it? It's Shots of Love, right? And then the other series, we're gonna call this just the new series because it doesn't have a name yet. Actually, it should have a name. Proposals. I want, it's like luxury proposals, whatever it said. I'm checking the notes here. That's so Rexy. I know, I'm being so Rexy. I know. You'll be okay. What am I doing here, Liz? Figure it out. Life is important. Okay, I don't know what the name of the thing. You know what? We'll figure it out in Scratch. That's what we'll do.
Thingy.
Yep, we'll do it later. So here's what we're going to do in Antigravity. So you can see in Antigravity now, I have these folders that are right here. Forecast, Scratch Work, Shots of Love, etc. So we're going to come back over here, and I'm just going to type it so it's easier for you guys to see it. So, oh, no, I don't need to type it here. I'm going to actually create a file. Not in there. I can move it. This is Business Buddy. .md. Okay. And I'm going to put this in the main folder like this. Yes, I want to move it. So I moved it into the main folder. So this is the Business Buddy, and I'm going to basically tell it what it is as my Business Buddy. I am author Sydney Marsh. You can find out information about me on futurefictionpress.com and see the books that I have published. Okay. You are my business buddy. You helped me strategize and plan my day-to-day and bigger picture business goals. We are planning 2026. Oh, and look at that. I like that stuff. I'm going to put tab. You are a business coach and advisor. You're a marketing and sales coach. We'll do a special media. Yes. Book color designer, coach, and advisor. I love all of this. You will mostly commit your work to the scratch work folder. I will handle moving finals into appropriate folders. This is my own personal pet peeve. This is about my control issues. What else? I will be writing journal entries into updates so you can see my progress. Yep. We will be using Notion as our primary dashboard for tracking, progress and goals. Yes. The Notion page is Business Boo 2026. Okay. So it knows what it needs to do here. So I kind of laid this out. I'm also going to tell it what it can do with this other thing. You can use Planning the Year PDF to help me plan like an individual author who needs to publish 12 books a year, but produces 18 just in case. Okay. So I'm going to say, read Business Buddy. Do I just, like in cursor, you just add it here? Oh, you do the mention. That's what it is. I remember now.
You can mention it.
That sign.
Yeah.
You can do files, and I can do Business Buddy, and I can do the @ and I can do the files, and I can do Planning the Year. And start.
And if you do workflows, which was an advanced thing, you can call them by the / command, which is really cool.
If you do what?
Workflows, you can build workflows in here and call them by the / command. That's an advanced thing, but
yes.
it's neat.
That's like a script, right? Is a workflow?
Yeah.
That is 3 more Shots of Love books, Landslides and Limoncello, Hurricanes and Hennessy. 3rd, Your Choice. I also need a 6-book series, a 6-book collection planned of standalone, high heat, rom-com, luxury, wealthy wedding stories that will take place in Rhode Island to capture reading attention for Taylor Swift's wedding this summer. But no pop stars.
Someone had a great point. You will want to hit save on your markdown document that you made before you get started to make sure it's got the latest version.
Oh. How do I?
Just Command S.
I
Yeah,
did
you
that.
did it. You can tell by if it has a dot next to the file at the top when it's
Oh.
open to let you know if it's saved or not. It had the dot, so I was like, oh, you didn't save it.
Social media plans and just be a good business planner.
And do you need to tell it that you want to send it to the Notion page?
Not yet. I want it to work right now in just scratch work.
Gotcha.
Your work should go in scratch work. Okay, there we go.
Also,
Let's
while
see
it's
here.
running, for anyone wondering, there is an autosave feature. I recommend turning that on. As well as just going through all of the settings and making sure everything is set up the way you want, like word wrapping and stuff.
Yeah. What do you feel is the maximum number of books you want to publish under one pen name a year to avoid burning out readers? I would say 1 to 2 a month is the most you could really do successfully. It depends on the length of the book. So if you're doing like short little 20, 30,000 word novellas, that can be a weekly gimme. When you start talking novels, usually you don't want to do more than 1 per month. Sometimes you can go faster. Sometimes your readers will complain and say, I want more. They don't. What ends up happening is if you go faster, they fall off and then you lose them because then it's like a real big homework assignment to catch up.
Always leave them craving a little bit more.
Yes. Now, if these are standalones and they don't cross over, it's like just the same wedding venue or something like that, then that's fine. You could have more and all that. So, let's see what Antigravity is doing, shall we? All right. So it's making the business plan in there. Now, here's what's really cool is that they analyzed it. The year of indulgence, wealth, travel, celebration. Execute a strategic, high heat, high luxury release schedule of 12 to 18 books. So the final shots, landslides in limoncello, hurricanes, and blizzards in bourbon. We already have bourbon and tequila, so that's kind of a crappy. The pole positions, Formula One, to bridge the gap to summer with high octane luxury travel. Lights Out in Love, Podium Passion, Checkered Flag Forever. The Rhode Island Riches collection, capitalize on the wedding of the century zeitgeist. The prenup proposal, the prenup, the black tie bet, the $1 billion bride, the yacht club fling, the mansion merger, the Gilded Age affair. I don't know. We'll see about that. This is where I don't think Antigravity is the best. Oh, sorry. This is where I don't really feel like Antigravity is the best at planning.
You could have it do Claude. You could do Opus.
Yeah, because I'm using Gemini. So that's where that is. So I could accept these changes. I'm actually going to reject them because I don't like them. I'm going to change the model. I'm going to change the model to Claude Opus. I think I can just copy this in again. Go. The user cleared my file. Oh my gosh. It's so, I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
The user cleared my file. Agent terminated.
Oh, just hit retry. It sometimes happens.
Just
Yeah,
Claude having Claude problems.
I'm having Claude problems. I don't find it having an issue. Jen doesn't like Gemini either.
I find it's fine for most planning and editing. The drafting is kind of touch and go.
Mm-hmm.
For prose, I really do prefer Claude. Even in the editing phases, I like Claude. But for the simple stuff, like finding all the passive verbs and things, that's fine with Gemini, and it's super fast.
Gotcha.
Plus, you can voice edit. You can't voice edit with Claude, but you can voice edit with Gemini.
It's thinking. Maybe they added that because there's like a little audio is not supported for this model.
Yeah.
So
it's only for Gemini models. The Flash one is supposed to be good too. Gemini Flash. Haven't tried that yet.
Okay. Disaster romance meets cocktail couture culture. Landslides and limoncello, hurricanes and Hennessy, wildfires and whiskey.
Ooh,
Thank you.
That's good.
much better. Rhode Island weddings collection, where old money meets new scandals. So yacht clubs, cliffside escapes, it's getting it, you know, the prenup proposal, fake engagement, real feelings. He needs a fiance to access his trust fund. She needs cash to save her catering business. One contract, zero feelings allowed until. Cool. Enemies to lovers, rivals, the best man's bet. The maid of honor and best man have hated each other since college. Now they're stuck sharing a cottage for wedding week. Oh, yes, I'll go to your cottage for the summer. I want you to, if you know, you know. Billionaires, runaway bride, the yacht club. This is much better. And this is where it comes down to like different models. You know, Gemini is just not my Jimmy Jam for working with fiction. The Newport season, venue inspo, fun extras and merch, shots of love cocktail cards, download recipe cards for each. That's a good idea. Fictional map of estates, pre-order bonus, reader names in the acknowledgments, yacht rock romance, and old money vibes for the playlists.
Yacht rock. I like that. Yacht rock.
Wedding. Yeah, I do too. Yacht rock romance. Wedding favor. Yeah. Weekly rhythm, day focus, Monday marketing, schedule, post, plan content, Tuesday, Thursday, writing, drafting, editing, Fridays, finance and admins, royalties, invoices, and planning, weekend, reset, and reader engagement. So this is kind of cool. Release 9 books, 12 if novellas included. Grow newsletter to 5,000 subscribers. Hit number one Amazon category ranking with Rhode Island collection.
Wedding Wednesdays. That's a cool idea.
Yeah. Establish Wedding Wednesdays as signature content.
Well, accept.
I'm going to accept all of that. I like it. That's a good plan. Let's make 2026 indulgent. Okay. So I like the scratch work. So now I can switch my model to Google Pro High, I guess. And I'm going to say, I like the scratch work 2026 business plan. Can you build that into a dashboard with all the cool Notion tools and things it can do for the plan? To get images of books already out, take the image from futurefictionpress.com. Okay, so I already
respond to this. Everything is free in Antigravity right now. Opus is the most expensive, but right now we have more usage of Opus right now for free in Antigravity than you would if you were subscribed to Claude Pro. It's crazy.
Google is throwing money at this. This is not a new program. Like I said, this already has enterprise clients who are using it. They use us to learn things. So I had already set up my Notion and hooked it all up. I had installed it and then put my secret key in there. And so you can see it's using the MCP tool. To access your MCP tool, you go to the...
It's the 3 dots.
Huh?
Down lower, 3 dots.
Oh, yeah. You go to the 3 dots here, and then you go to the MCP servers. And then you go find the one that says Notion, and that's where you install it and you put your key in. Opening URL in browser? Yeah, you can allow it. Go ahead.
Oh, it's going to do the research for you.
Yeah, I told it. Go get the images from Future Fiction Press.
And anytime you see that blue box, it's working.
Yep.
See that? It's controlling the browser.
Look at this thing. It's like, okay, I go to our authors and it's going to go find Sydney Marsh and it's, oh my damn.
Yes, it drives. And then you can ask it for a playback, or sometimes it just offers you one. It'll show you a video playback of everything it did. It will show you its proof of work. It's really cool.
Oh my gosh.
So it's gathering all the information for you.
Mm-hmm.
In the Intro to Antigravity class, we went out and we had it looking at pirate stuff. And it was
Go look at pirate stuff.
Yeah. It was a blast.
All right. So it's doing stuff over there. I love this. This is gonna. I think for me, anti-gravity is more. I'm more comfortable with anti-gravity with this kind of work than I am. I know it could make me a whole app and stuff like that, but I'm a simple woman. Like I like my Notion. I like things that I can control. I have control issues.
That's the thing. You can use it as little or as much as you want in any part of your business. No
Mhm.
one's saying you have to write with it if you don't want to, or you don't have to plan with it if you don't want to. Fine, just play with it. It's free. Play with it and see where it fits into your workflow.
Yep.
It's going to be different for everybody.
So I'm allowing it. I click the button, but it's still like
You might want to tell it. Let's see. Is there a way to save more than once?
agent running controls disabled. Agent needs your input. I did that.
Go over there. Hit allow once again. See it?
I did that. Always allow.
Yeah. Try that.
I'm clicking it. It's mad.
Look at the
It might
agent.
have
See the inbox? Look at the inbox up there. It's got two of them.
the very top. It's got the, yeah.
See what it's asking for.
Always. Okay, so it's doing that. It's running. It says it's running.
Oh, okay. It's good. It's just sometimes it's a little behind. Okay, always allow maybe. So it may be thinking, sometimes it gets stuck for a little bit.
Okay.
And it will catch up.
So probably in the browser at some point it will start doing its thing again.
It looks like it is because it stopped being blue. Oh, that means it's not working. So this is where I sometimes get frustrated. I'm just sharing this because I feel like this is the part that nobody talks about with agents. It would have been faster if I knew I wanted these images on my Notion page to just like grab them and stick them in the folder and stick them on my Notion page. You see what I mean? Like sometimes fighting with the agent, to me, it just takes more time than what it's worth.
But you can get it to start something.
Yes.
Go make coffee. Go put your
And then-
laundry in, or
Pick it up.
come
Yep.
back and it's done your research. That's pretty cool. So
Yeah, I agree. I think that this is me saying that there's new skills I'm going to have to learn of like getting my assets together for my little junior worker to take them on, because anything that I can do to make it
More
like
efficient.
less stupid stuff. Like this is stupid that it's broken on this particular thing because I could have just done this. This is a very easy thing to do.
Getting familiar with it helps. And it's like Rexy 1 had a lot of things we had to set up for it to really go fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, as you're working with these things, you'll start being mindful of, oh, I need this. I'm going to need this thing to pull this in and do this. You're going to start pulling that together naturally as you know what it needs. It's just getting familiar with
So
it.
is it good for me just to set cancel and we'll start over?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would at this point. I normally, when things are broken, it's faster to just stop and carry on than.
All right. Continue.
Mm-hmm. And it probably gathered enough from what it was looking at.
Yeah, it'll go figure out its life and I'll be like, oh, wait.
Yeah, it's already figuring it out.
Yep, resuming the Notion dashboard. So let's go take a look at the Notion dashboard, shall we? What is it building over there? So that's over here. Business Boo 2026. There's nothing here yet. It took it a little while. Oh, it's back blue again. It's trying again. I'll show you the ones that it made earlier, just like very simple things. This was it just made these check boxes and stuff for me. So I mean, you can really use anti-gravity to be, if you can get really good at being specific about what you want it to do, it can create all kinds of Notion pages for you of like, I want this and I want that, and go ahead and make it for me, because that does take time. That's something like if you can just give it a to-do list of things to do and it can just do those things, and then you come back after you make your coffee and then you're actually working, handling all of the work that's involved with that, the things that it can't answer.
Yep. For the question of can it write your newsletters? Yes. But similar to this, you will need to give it everything it could possibly need to make that happen.
Brain dump. You want your brain dump and your target audience and all that stuff.
So you could have a folder of your old newsletters, and you could say, read your newsletter. Oh, my old newsletters. Make up style guides for different ones and all of that.
Yes. I often do that with books. If I'm mid-series and I'm working in Antigravity, I say, make a book report of the last book we wrote. And so we've got the book, it's our dossiers. But read the dossiers so that we can plan the next one. You can do the same thing with newsletters or whatever you're doing. Study the stuff I already did, make a style guide, make a dossier, and go for it.
Oh my gosh. It's starting to build the boo page. Look at that. It just put it all in here.
Huzzah.
Just have to have faith. It can do it.
And then once it's done, it's done. Yeah.
Let me know
Yep.
if
So if you had more things, you would just tell it the next thing you want it to do.
Yeah. But I also have Notion AI. Can you format this better and expand things to task lists as appropriate? So Notion AI can't go get my images and stuff, but Notion AI can just go ahead and fix the page. Look at that.
Oh man, that's so nice.
This is all about what the new future is about, like arranging things. Wait.
Oh, the pictures are gone.
Back my photos. Just make them cute, smaller.
This is the problem with AI. It sometimes does the most.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm like, what did you do? You undo that. Okay, so it's there.
For the question of have we done stuff like this with Codex? I have. I've also done it with Claude Code. I've done it with VS Code with all of the extensions that add in AI. This becomes which interface works best for you. They all work very similarly, but they're all set up differently as well. So the one that clicks, do that one. So I actually prefer VS Code with Microsoft's GitHub Copilot extension, where I can choose whatever AI model I want, including the ones in Open Router, versus some people just like Claude, and so they just use, say, the Claude Code version, or they just like OpenAI, so they use the Codex version.
When I went to, because I have templates and workflows that I've given to our lab, our FFA members, when I went to convert them for Codex to try that out, Claude, who had written my anti-gravity workflows, said, you don't want to do Codex. Codex is not really set up for what we're doing with novel writing. And I think that some people have found that to be the case, that there's something about Codex that's really locked down right now. Your mileage may vary. You may love Codex and go for it, try it. But Claude warned me, and Claude had written everything. And so far he's been right, but he makes stuff up too. So
I would say Codex's interface is the most different compared to everyone else's. So if you're writing directly to GitHub, it'll be fine. But if you're trying to do files on your computer and stuff like that, it's a little bit sketch.
Yeah, it's more advanced. If you already have a coding background, go for it. But if you don't, go with one of the easier ones. Claude Code Desktop and Antigravity are going to be easier to deal with than Codex.
And on Saturdays in the new year, you'll be doing the Ink and Code lives.
That's right.
So that's a great topic for that.
There.
Real fast, I ran into a quick. This is what it is. 2026 is working with a lot of different AIs. So the Notion AI was able to make me all these pretty checklists, and they're actually pretty damn good. I mean, it's like confirm the series length, decide overlap. So I can literally just turn these into pages. You can and do my work. Like I just now have this like master plan. Like this is like gamifying for me. I'm like, ooh, I can get through these things. It could not change the pictures. It doesn't have the ability to do that. But it tells me what to do in the Notion AI. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go see if Antigravity can do it. Hey,
what AIs is Notion AI using? Do you know? Or
no, it doesn't. This is where like opaque stuff just really pisses me off.
That's why I didn't subscribe to Notion AI.
So, hey, I love the checklists I've added to the page. It doesn't need to know that the AI did it. The images are too big. Can you put them in a 3-column header? And can you add a timeline or calendar aspect to the to-do lists. So I could maybe assign a due date. And let's see what it decides to do. And it came up with it. User requested a layout change. So if it can do the layout changes, this is where you're starting to learn where these limitations are. And trust me, in like a month or two, AI will start allowing it to do these things. That's the nature of this race. Somebody makes a tool that does a cool thing, and then the other company's like, wait a minute, we need to add that.
Yeah,
So,
we are in the middle of AI wars, and we are the beneficiaries right now.
It's not wars because like no one's dying. It's just like a really big tennis match. You just keep going like ding. Oh, now they've got my attention. Oh, now they got something cool.
As Jen said, making the AIs compete with each other always.
Yes. Pit them against each other.
Arms race.
So it looks like it can actually do that. Maybe. Oh, and it's doing a due date and it's doing some cool stuff. It's interesting that like it's doing changes, but I can't see. Oh, look at that.
It did it.
It did it. It didn't delete the old ones. I didn't tell it to do that. So that's
Notion remember Notion, often you have trouble deleting stuff from Notion.
Yeah.
So it's easier to add than to delete from Notion.
Okay, I'm going to scroll down slower. Sorry about that. I apologize. It doesn't look like it's fixed all of these things yet. It's still working on that. So we'll go to Antigravity and see what it's doing. Oh, check it out. Action time plan. Okay, so it says it's done. No, you don't need to open it. I've got it open on this other thing. But that's very kind of you to give me that link. So I will refresh. All right, and then I'm gonna delete these things because I don't want them that big. Okay, so we have this release schedule. It says it added some kind of time. Oh, down here.
This is nice.
This is not what I wanted.
It didn't go far enough. It didn't do the whole year.
Well, tell it, hey, we need the whole year, not just January.
Prioritize titles. You know, I think this is actually a good place to pause.
We are about to hit the 2-hour mark.
I know. My brain is actually a little bit fried, so I'm going to remove this. So hopefully everyone got to see in this 1 hour, 51 minutes, all the cool stuff that you can do with Antigravity. And this was advanced enough for people to really start doing things. I think that hopefully we explained enough. So my brain hurts. But I also did a 2-hour, we did a 3-hour live yesterday, and I did our 2-hour madness last night.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. I just want to go to nap. I want chocolate. I want dessert. I want wine.
It's like, have you some dessert, some wine, and then take you a nap.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't we have some kind of after party?
We do. I got energy for the after party. I will rally. I will rally for the after party. Don't worry. We will go to the after party. But Kim,
Yes.
that intro to Antigravity class that you did for everybody.
Yes.
In the notes for people. We went over a lot of things, but that one's going to do a lot of more. There's like little mini projects in there that they can do, correct?
Yes. And they're all connected to the same thing.
Got it.
So it kind of builds on itself. We're going to look at some market research. We're going to create an outline from a premise. We're going to refine the outline. We're going to pretend we wrote the book because we're not writing the book in the class. It's a 1-hour class. And then we're going to make a marketing plan for that particular book or that series.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And it's fun. We kept it fun. We did pirates.
Pirates. Arr.
Yar.
We like dinosaurs and pirates here.
Yes.
Alyssa, did you see anything? Are you excited about new things that you're going to do that you saw today?
Oh man. I love and hate all of these classes and stuff that we do because I'm like, oh, new shiny, I'm going to play with this. Is like, don't you know you have this task list? You should not get distracted. It's like, but now it's right here, right now. Do it right now. It might change. And then we'll have to relearn it all over again. Do it while it's fresh.
Yeah.
So yes,
there's actually a question about like, but don't you think that ChatGPT can do that too? Yes and no. There are some different things that like ChatGPT can talk to Notion. ChatGPT can talk to Canva. I've done that with ChatGPT where it has sent things to my Figma, to my Canva. all of these integrations and things like that are coming. Okay. So if this looked like way complex, you can use one of the other ones, but this is what we're trying to teach people in the new year. If you are a member of the Future Fiction Academy, we have automated author club that's going to be happening the last week of every month. So those are on the calendar already. You have a madness with me in January 7th, I believe it is, and then another one in March. There maybe end up being one in February too. We'll see. And the other thing too is that you get a front row seat to all the stuff that we're going to be doing for the Future Fiction Press. So since I didn't do it here on the live, I will be making a session where I will be planning, like going over and planning out all of the stuff for the Future Fiction Press so that the accelerator members can see that. Because I have to do that work anyway, so I might as well share it with you. What else? Tomorrow is 4:00.
Yep.
What is the topic for tomorrow? I'm not kidding when I say my brain is broken. I'm so sorry.
Milestones and tasks with
Right.
Danny and Kimberly.
Okay.
I think I'm teaching tomorrow. I think it's somebody else is on that one.
It's got you and Danny, but I mean,
I think you're coming after your teaching or before your teaching.
Maybe. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I'm everywhere. I am teaching tomorrow. I'm doing Ink and Code Part 5.
That class tomorrow, that live tomorrow. This one was the advanced one. This was we were running with scissors. We were doing some crazy stuff. We were doing some advanced things. We were clicking. We were making stuff go. Tomorrow is going to be about the work I should have done for this so that you guys, I wanted to do it this way on purpose. So you could see like, this is really hard. This is really confusing. Tomorrow, we're going to do a deeper dive about milestones and tasks because that's the new language that all of these models are doing. I want you to do this and then this and then this and then this. And most of us have not been prompting that way. At least I have not been. I've just been like, blah, 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 blah.
brain dump.
So, yeah, but when we throw the kitchen sink at it, it's a lot. If we break it down, they're going to be able to do so much better.
And you can see that even just with this. When I said, make me this business buddy app, it made me an app, but was it functional or usable? No, I'd have to keep going. I'd have to break that into more tasks. When I took the time to go, okay, I want to do this more granularly. I'm going to make it the files, and then I'm going to have it do scratch work. Okay, I reviewed that. I like that. Go ahead and turn this into Notion. Go ahead and get the images, make the dashboard. I didn't say, do this, make me a business plan and make me a dashboard all in one thing, which I did the first time. I broke it down into milestones on my own. And I think this is the new AI management that we're going to have to adopt as creatives.
It's just learning to speak to it in a way that you're going to get the best results.
Yeah. Whole new planning world. Like planning like what you want it to do and then seeing if it can do it. I also think a new skill that's coming too is the right AI for the job.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, format this. My Notion AI can do that. I didn't think about how many AIs I have in my life right now.
But yeah, not
Probably
every AI is great at all the things, and it shouldn't be.
No.
I think we're going to see more specialization in the future because it's too hard to make one AI that can do everything. I think it's better if we start seeing more specialization.
And, some AIs are just, they're hamstrung. Claude was so early adopted by authors. It's one of the best writers and the best ones to talk about fiction. It is the number 2 use case for Claude. First one is coding, and then the second one is writing. That's not the case for Gemini. Like, that's not the case for some of these other models. And Gemini is so late to the party. Like, Gemini is... Yeah.
But it really was Gemini was more meant to be integrated with the Google Workspace.
Exactly.
The shorter, smaller tasks. It was originally, I think, conceived to do those types of things with business tasks, not with creative writing or coding.
A new model comes out, I have to remind people, like, you should go read to see what it says that it's best at and actually, like, pay attention to some of the research and stuff that it did, because they tell you what it's meant for. You should use it for the things it's meant for. Yeah. One of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of, like, Codettes by itself is it was meant for coding. So, of course, its writing is subpar. It was meant for coding. When I do coding projects, oh, man, it's a great time because that's what it was built for.
But you use a coding model to write a book, and it is awful.
Yeah. So
it's worse than like an amateur writer. It's like, why are you?
It depends. It depends. Like Claude is good for code and writing because it's both complex instructions and the way they built that works. But it's not always the case.
but that's
then
why
Claude
reading
doesn't
what
do
they built
pictures.
it
Claude does
for.
not. Oh, I'm sorry, Alyssa.
You're fine. I was gonna say, but that's why reading what it was built for is good because in their like, oh, we had this new model and these are the things we did. They were like, so we worked on improving its writing as well as its coding. So of course it's good at writing and coding because that's what they built it for. Versus other ones, they're like, we built it to be better at multiple languages. So when you try it for translations, it's going to be amazing because that's what it was built for, multiple languages.
Right. And then the other thing too, I would say is like, but I would put Claude in dead last for multimodal. Like if you're comparing Claude for multimodal.
No, I would not create an image with Claude. No.
Exactly. And so these are the things, this is the knowledge.
Gemini rocks at that. And with
Gemini has surpassed OpenAI and they're battling on that. So
it's very interesting to see where all this is going. And it's constantly changing, which is why we need Wake Up Little Raptors.
Wake up, little raptors. There's a question here for our great new start. I think authors just want to know, I want to write a complete book in 5 days. Where do I go? We don't really necessarily teach that because
there's no one-click solution.
No, there's not really.
Ongoing learning.
We do have the accelerator program, and our accelerator program, you write your first novella in what, 30 days, Alyssa?
It depends.
Yeah.
So it will take you at most 30 days. We have tested this out. You can do it in 5 days. We've done write a novel in a week multiple times. We've done novella in a weekend. Mm-hmm. So that's technically 2 days, and that's like ready to publish 2 days type thing. It depends a lot on you at the end of the day on how fast you can make a thing go. Following Steph's model of F it, it's fine is so crucial. Because the more perfectionist you are on these things, the longer it will take you, even if the process is technically faster.
Right.
And there is no secret sauce. Secret sauce is still hard work.
It really is.
It's always going to be hard work. There is no magic pill, no magic button. We get good at these things. We get proficient. We can do them quickly, but it's still hard work.
But I would say that our great new start, you can go to any of our community classes that are on the calendar. I don't think the link is in this description. It's in descriptions of our previous videos. I'll try to make sure that somebody will add the link to the description on this video, not me. My brain is really fried. I'm not kidding. Just the link to the Notion calendar would be great, Alyssa.
Yep.
But basically we do have some new challenges coming in the new year. Steph's planning to do something about like a 5-day challenge to get your first chapter written and your story planned out. Then there's a challenge we're working on where you're going to write a novella in a month, and when you win the challenge you get a YFD project, so it's going to be designed it just needs to be put into the
I am doing that. It's just one of those while I'm trying to be fast.
But at any rate, we do have some of those challenges coming up, but the biggest thing, if you really want to be able to write a book in 5 days, I would say join the accelerator. It's $249 for a month. You can go as fast as you can or as fast as you want through the stuff. It's self-guided. So it's not like day one and then the stuff drips. No, we fire hose you. You join, you get access to everything and you can go through it. The Raptor Write 1 classes is starting in January as well. That was the database that we just destroyed this morning and fixed it again. So remember, Raptor Write 1 is soft launch, but if you go to any of the community classes with Lynn's been teaching Raptor Write 1.0. Jen BB's been teaching Raptor Write 1.0. And Jen BB is working on a comprehensive class for January all about Raptor Write 1.0. So that's coming in January. Well, I want to thank you both for being here as long as you were. 2 hours. I think we did. I'm so sorry. My brain is mush. But after party in the lab room. And what song do you guys want to close out on?
What are our options?
Let's
something zoomy.
Something zoomy?
Yeah.
Get the energy up.
Okay. That's a good one. How about, are we feeling like K-pop, like K-pop Demon Hunters? I've got the Shadow Breakers one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. then we will close out on Shadowbreakers, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow at 4:00 Eastern for about milestones and stuff like that. And then Tuesday is all about how the hell do we process all of this information much faster, like all the stuff that it can give you that you have to review. So we're going to talk about that.
Oh, we may need to be in a different room than the lab room.
Why?
After party, because someone else is doing something.
Who's doing something?
Oh, is it the summit still?
Oh, no, they have their own room. I thought they had their own Zoom room.
I think it affects the access to the lab room.
I don't know. But
Okay.
We'll find out the hard way.
Nope. We will do after party in the quad room.
Oh, well, there we go. Even better.
How the heck do you get to the quad room? That's a good question.
It's on the Zoom links in the FFA.
It is in the same Zoom links. It's going to be the community room, right?
No, it's quad room.
Quad room. Okay, quad room. So yeah, quad room. Quad room. Quad room. Yeah, I can't get into lab. Lab room is locked. Okay, yeah, quad room. Quad room it is. All right, so here is your song.
One fire high, invisible but rising higher. Woke up in the shadows, carrying a world no one sees on my back, silent like a ghost in the hallway, but my heartbeat never cracks. Double life warrior, cleaning up the chaos, holding every thread till dawn. But tonight something ancient in the wire says I don't have to bleed alone. Dark cold flickers like a warning, then it opens like a door. Not a monster, not a reaper, it's the power I've been fighting for. Hey, rise with me, Shadowbreaker. Cut the chains that made me smaller. I've been living in the dark with all this labor. Now I'm stepping through the fire, burning braver. Hey, all the ones who never carried. Teach your hands the way we married. Not a demon, not a danger. When we wield it, we get stronger. Shadowbreakers rise. Shadowbreakers rise. Shadowbreakers rise. They thought I was the quiet one, born to heal the hurt they didn't name. But code becomes a glowing blade. It splits the old unspoken blame. Now the ones untouched by storms feel the tremors in their bones. They're learning how to stand with us to finally share the thrones. No more hiding what is holy. Human hearts and steel aligned. When the world we built is broken, we can rewrite the design. Rise with me, Shadowbreaker. Cut the chains that made me smaller. I've been living in the dark with all this labor. Now I'm stepping through the fire, burning braver. Hey, all the ones who never carried. Teach your hands the way we married. Not a demon, not a danger. When we wield it, we get stronger. Shadowbreakers rise. Shadowbreakers rise. Shadowbreakers. We're not summoning destruction. We're unleashing what was owed, not replacing what is human, but revealing what was stowed. Every unseen hero rising, every silent heart alive. AI is just the spell we cast to finally join the fight. Rise with me, Shadowbreaker. Lift the ones who bore it longer. Turn the quiet into thunder, turn the hidden into wonder. Shadowbreakers rise, rise. Not the villain of the legend, it's the weapon of the wise. When we
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on your Sunday. We have a lot of great content planned for you for the new year. A lot of great stuff tomorrow and the next day. And then I am taking a day off. So
As you should.
yes. Oh, boy. All right. So I'll see you guys in the quad room and see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks
Yeah.
again, Melissa.